everybody, it's Kathy P. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a video on Molly because, of course, Molly in her mouth. She's looking for her next victim. Or they are, I should say. And they're making this big deal out of supposedly one of the 4 Idaho students that were murdered was following that young girl, Olivia. Big deal. What's the big deal? They didn't know each other. They didn't talk to each other. But you know, it's all they got. They got to grasp at something. It's all they got. Because they damn sure don't have truth and facts on their side. But she was claiming she was doing some research. And she was up all night shaking because of all these stories. All these crimes. And she wants to insert herself into the Shanquella Robinson story, which has been out and has been circulating. Of course, she's late to the game as always. But I'm not gonna let her tarnish this girl's memory, or this girl's name, or this family with her misinformation crap. I'm not gonna just sit by silently. I'm speaking up because I, for one, have spent hours reading every news article, watching every news interview, watching Twitter, watching Facebook, watching YouTube videos on what's going on. And in this case, she lies, misinforms, because the family never said, no one has said, that they owed her $10,000 for the Airbnb for the 3-day weekend for the birthday they were doing. They were supposed to pay her when she was there, and they didn't, and they beat her up and robbed her. That's so far from the truth right now. And what we don't need is all this out there muddying the waters. Because thank God the FBI is involved, and supposedly Mexico's doing an investigation now and working with the FBI. And I sure hope that there's an arrest soon. But they are going looking for these people because one of the reporters from WSOC TV in North Carolina, Joe Bruno, he actually went to a couple of the addresses to try to find these suspects, and of course they weren't there, and people are posting, no, they don't live here, leave us alone, we don't want nothing to happen to us. You know, we're not connected, excuse me, all this other stuff. And he called all the numbers, and 2 were completely changed, no longer existence, and 2 went directly to voicemail. So he did leave voicemails and text them. I don't know if they'll answer him back. But it was great. I wish I will get that in another part of the video, but this is about Molly and her misinformation. Because what she's stating in here and the stuff she says, I pray that no victims' families let her or Bullhorn or Dolly or Justin or LB anywhere near their stories. Let's just get into the Molly situation.
Did to Mallory. No one's told.
Oh, I gotta start it over. I'm sorry. And of course, hi. Molly's eating. When
hey, look what's happening.
She had the nerve to say, well, I gotta eat sometime. Well, you know, don't stream 15 hours a day, and maybe you could have time. And since you claim you can't take the phone outside and stream because it's so loud, why don't you eat while you're outside walking around doing whatever you're doing? I personally don't think you went anywhere. You laid in that room, you ate, and you streamed, and you got drunk and high. That's about the extent of it, but okay. Researching my ass. She's shaking so bad from these stories. All Molly's looking for is her next $sign. Because at the beginning of this video, she was crying because it said she wasn't making no money. And we all know Molly's all about the money. And whining and crying and begging, and you know, people were sending her money then, of course. Saying she ain't gonna get a Christmas ham. Oh, you're pathetic. You're begging. You're begging. But yeah, let's get into this. Because I could yell all day at this trash bag. And it would make no difference. Molly's soulless. When you don't have a soul, it doesn't bother you what people say and think. Just my opinion.
I don't know. Lots of crime. Oh, you ain't gonna even understand about the crime.
Okay, Molly, why is it different for you about the crime than for us? We actually read the articles and watched all the different news videos and stuff. But why is it different for you? What do you mean we don't understand? We're going through the same thing. Why is it different for you? Oh, girl, shut up. Take many seats.
I was up all night
Sure you were.
shaking with that girl, the African American girl, whose friends took her to Mexico. That one had me shaking.
I'm sure it did,
And
Molly.
then
Had us all
one of the
shaking.
girls from the university followed Olivia.
Big deal. They didn't know each other. They never talked. But you guys, you, Betty and Olivia and Dolly, you're going to spin this into something it wasn't. She probably didn't even realize who she was following. Come on. Really? Jeez.
Gonsalves,
And they're going to
Kelsey
milk
Gonsalves,
this like there's
she
no
followed
tomorrow.
Olivia. Did you know that?
It's no big deal, Molly. It's not a big deal. It's not a big thing. But you'll milk it dry, you and Betty, won't you?
And then I heard something else happen at a gay nightclub. I was like, all right. Yeah, Kelsey Gonsalves.
Wow.
Yeah, she followed Olivia.
So what? Breaking news.
And then a gay club. Yeah, guess what? This is the end. I don't want to hear anything about any bullshit. Oh, what the? Hold on. Gator hater. Thank you for the $2.99. It's honestly, it said that I have zero money. I swear to God, it said zero.
And we all know
I was
you're
like,
all
oh, okay,
about that money.
Guess we're not having a Christmas ham.
Oh, shut up. You're people, and they're giving her money. This is what I don't get. She's sitting on her fat ass in Key West and begging for money, and people are giving it to her. Make it make sense, because I've tried. I've tried. And Molly, you're not the thin little skinny mini you think you are. And I'm only pointing this out because you do not hesitate to trash everybody's appearance and their looks. I'm not going to trash you, I'm just going to tell you the truth. You're no skinny mini. You didn't shrink your stomach. You eat all the time. You can see the pudginess, the chunkiness in her arms and her neck and her face. Molly is not skinny. And if you look at the videos from her being all drunked up, yes, see her poopas. But I'm just saying, because she's always knocking everybody else. Truth might hurt a little bit. She's really overdoing it with the pillows, because her forehead's all lumpy.
Colorado City.
Them glasses
Today's the
are awful
20th.
too.
Oh, tomorrow's payday. Nightclub. Then the fall college. No, what about this African American girl?
And she's eating again.
The African American girl. And there was somebody, right? Hey, Mallory. There was someone in here the other day saying, say her name, say her name. Do you remember that shit? And I'm like, I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
You never do.
Let me tell you something. I looked into it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
And I was like,
someone told you.
No.
Just like, this is what she'll hear something or see something in her chat, and she'll run with it. She'll even twist it up. Someone asked her in her chat the other night if maybe Dre got a new phone number. So what does Molly do? She turns around and runs with that in a video. Well, she changed her number. She got a different number. Molly, shut the fuck up. You don't know that. Someone asked you that question in your chat, and you ran with it. You're pathetic.
Yes. Shanquella, yes.
I have put hours after hours reading articles, watching news interviews, watching YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I am not going to stand by and keep my mouth shut while Molly misinforms and does damage to this girl's name and her family. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be out here raising mine louder, because she's going to spew misinformation in this video about this case already. Because she doesn't do no research. She's lazy. And she's a cow.
I was like this all night. I was like,
Sure you were. We all were, Molly. It's upsetting for everybody, not just
that shit's
you.
bad. The world is
We've known
coming
about
to
it.
an
Where have
end.
you been
You
for
know
the
what?
past 2
The world's
weeks?
coming
Almost
to an
month.
end. So I'm going to scream as loud as I can in anyone's front yard. No one's going to freaking stop me.
You want to make a bet? Do it, honey. Please do it. Because you will be stopped. And you will go to jail. I don't know who the hell you think you are. But you're a cow sitting there eating. That's what you look like.
This is the end, people. Fuck that. I'll leave a good tip. Whatever.
Yeah, sure. You have no respect for nothing or no one.
Yeah. It's in our food, people. You have to
Oh,
know that.
God.
It's in our air and it's in our food. It's making us nuts. They're
Is
over
she for
medicating
real?
people.
Is she really
They're
for
putting
real right
stuff
now?
in our medications, everything.
And pointing at her arm like, yeah, okay, Molly. And you know this how. Perfect place to stop the video. Look at her shoving food in that big mouth. But Molly, where do you get this information from? Okay? Please tell me, because last time I checked, you don't have a degree. Especially a medical degree. To be saying people are over medicated and are putting stuff in as you point to your arm. Yeah, excuse me. Okay, Molly. Okay.
And there's nothing
Eating
no
as
one can do
usual,
about
chewing
it.
like a cow. No, she don't show her chubby legs, does she? But she thinks by just shoving her boobs in everybody's face all the time, all she had to do was button her pajama top. Okay, quit wearing sports bras or tight t-shirts or 3 sizes too small. But you know, all she had to do was button her top up. But she didn't do that on purpose, people. Come on. Emily, most of your audience is women, and they don't care about your boobs. You have no self-respect.
This was bad, man. And remember, a lot of us have children. And we have to worry about leaving our children behind in this mess of a world. That's what sucks. So all of you that are like by yourself, single, and don't have kids, you're lucky.
Mm,
It's true.
yeah. You know what, Molly? You're a horrible life coach. Because there's a lot of people out there that want to have kids and can't. And I bet they don't feel that way. But then, you're not a hands-on mom, are you, Molly? You're the kind of mom that gives the credit card and thinks it makes it go away, and you pay for his friends, too. Yeah. We see it I'm sorry, but you show this on YouTube all the time. You're not a good person, Molly. You're soulless.
Hey,
And when
Miss
you're
Chica.
soulless, you don't care.
Dem boys. Trust me, it's not like I envy anybody that is alone. Everyone wants to be with someone that they love. But
Excuse me.
if you don't have children, you're lucky.
Excuse me. What does this have to do with you shaking because of crumb
You're alone.
stories?
Well, guess what? If you saw what was out there,
Mm,
because I did, I was looking around like,
okay, Molly.
hey,
Have you taken a good look in the mirror lately? Just asking. Because,
little bitch.
okay.
Well, I had a Patreon call me a few hours ago, crying her eyes out. Turns out some of these drama people
Go.
taking away wrenches for no reason. Thought they were her friends. I had to tell you. I said, you know what, girl? Just stick by me. Keep your circle small. That's all it is. I said, just don't put out the crying. Just stop. Stop. Judge me by the people I avoid, please. No one ever
What?
listens to me. If I don't talk to them, keep it in the back of your mind.
And you are who to tell people that? Trying to figure that out, Molly. I'm glad you don't talk to me.
There's
But
a
yeah,
reason.
that's okay with
I've
me.
been here a long time.
Yeah, we
And
know.
standing there with my binoculars for a long time.
Oh, you have not.
And guess who else? Mallory. Mallory's been up there a little longer. She's been looking down at me and saying, "Hey, sister."
Then she don't have the subs you do. Just saying. At least I don't think so. But yeah, okay, Mom.
You alright down there? Yeah? Still got them cha-cha heels on?
Oh, listen to her.
Keep them on.
You are so materialistic. You really are an insincere, soulless, materialistic trash bag. You really are.
Bitch.
And shoving her face. Look at that. This is what people are paying for.
Sweetie.
Look how fat her fingers
Thank
are
you.
on her arms and hands. But she's skinny mini.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Sorry for saying
No.
it because you know
No,
everybody
I
else.
changed it. I see you. It's Marissa _ Molly Golightly. Hey, Black
Molly,
Queen.
get over yourself. You're not famous.
What you doing?
You're a YouTuber. You're nobody in the grand scheme of things. Just another tragedy pimp.
Shanquella Robinson. So let's get to Shanquella, because this story, I was shaking.
I'm sure you were.
This girl and her
Excuse
friends
me.
go down to Mexico, and they all tell her, Shanquella, I don't know
Excuse
what
me.
Amber did to Mallory. No one's told me.
Excuse me.
Don't know. I thought they squashed it the other day when I was home. And then I woke up today and they were
Can you
like,
get back to your
oh
story?
my God.
This is what you do.
So Shanquella
You don't
goes
know
away
the
with
details.
who she thinks are her friends. They made her college graduate, really beautiful. She got her own clothing line. Thank
Nah, you're wrong there, Molly.
you, Crafty. Made her put up the money for a Mexican villa,
Not true.
$10,000. They say, yeah, girl, we're going to give you the money when we get down there. So her best friend is like this gay guy, and she goes down there with these other black chicks, and then they just go ape shit and start beating the crap out of her with the dude videotaping her on the cell phone.
None of this is not accurate. This is misinformation. Again, the queen of misinformation here, Molly. He wasn't filming, he was standing there. It was actually one of the other women who was filming at the video clip that we did see, and there is more. So you're wrong. There was no $10,000 involved, Molly. The family's never said that. No one has said that. There's been no any factual evidence to back any of this up. This is Molly doing misinformation. Let's get back to it. This pisses me off.
Camera. The girl is not fighting back. I'm looking at this video going, and the other chick is like wailing on her, but hey, Lee, thank you. And the girl's wailing on her, but like in the most unfair way. When you try to beat a girl's ass, thank you, Crafty.
Listen to what
You
she
try to
says.
beat a girl's ass, you don't continuously beat someone that is not hitting back. You don't do that.
You're an idiot, Molly. The setup wasn't just to beat her up, or that would have taken more than one person. Excuse me for coughing. You giving these details like that, you're disgusting, Molly. You just really are. Just really are.
When they're not showing any sort of movement or fight back, you do not hit back. So, we don't know how many videos that they took. So you know what they did? They took the girl's money, left her for dead.
No, they didn't. There has been no reports of any money being stolen. But yes, they supposedly did leave her in the hotel or the Airbnb, and supposedly the maid found her. But Molly is just spewing misinformation here, of course. Because Molly doesn't vet none of her sources, she doesn't fact check anything.
They left that girl for dead and then took her money and left.
They did not take her money. There's
For the
no proof.
housekeeper
Nobody
to
said
find
that.
her on the floor. And then the friends call up the mother in Charlotte, North Carolina. They're like, yeah, something happened to her. We think she got alcohol poisoning, but they all had a different story. And they're like, you left her there? They do an autopsy, and they're like, there's no alcohol on her system. She had a cracked neck, cracked back vertebrae, the whole thing. And now the reporters are going to her house. Police, feds going to their houses. Where the fuck are they? I'm sitting here like, Bullhorn Betty, Mallory, Justin, let
You're
me
not getting involved in this. They don't
I'll
need you.
fucking kill this thing.
Look at her. Are you kidding me?
The mother's been going on the news, very calm, and then you see the dad make a video, and he's like in a car, and it was so sad. Tears.
No. He did a video with Gerald Jackson. Gerald Jackson was the one in the car. There may be another one out there with the dad in the car, but I recall seeing him with the news station and seeing him with Gerald. And Gerald was in the car doing an interview. Molly, you are such a piece of shit. You really are. Stay the hell away from this story. They do not need none of you.
They dipped. Exactly, they all dipped. I had tears coming out of my eyes. Now you see this girl, and you know they
You're
were
a couple weeks
jealous
late
of
to the
her.
party, Molly.
They planned the whole thing. There's nothing. That would be like, imagine me, Olivia, Betty, Bullhorn, um, Justin. Thank you, hon. Imagine us bringing someone. Imagine bringing us someone who had 200 or a million subscribers,
You know, I
right?
don't want to
Making
hear
them
this
pay for the
'cause
vacation.
she's nuts. I just don't want to hear it.
And they're keeping very
Continue.
quiet because they have to. So they might be, what that means is they might be saying that they're ruled out. Not. I don't know. Have you guys ever been so tired that you could sleep through a couple of your friends being stabbed?
Oh, she's talking about
That
the
we
high
can't
note
answer.
for. I hope they don't get involved in
There's
that
Rosie.
either.
Everyone say press for Rosie.
And continues to eat.
The people in this world are so
Molly,
effed
close
up.
your
You want to
pajamas
know
on.
something?
Have a little
I'll never
self-respect.
understand it. It's slowly really chipping away at my soul, and it's really breaking my heart. I want to save everyone. But you want to know
Yeah, got
something?
a funny way of showing it.
Thank God what we're talking about now are not little kids. I need a break from kids. The kids.
You don't need involved in either one of these stories. They don't need none of you. You let the police handle it. The FBI's handling it. The last thing they need is you idiots messing up either one of these cases. You got the information wrong in both of them as usual, especially with Shanquella's. With Quilla, you got the story wrong. No one has ever mentioned anything about $10,000 for an Airbnb for 3 days, and that they were supposed to pay her, that they beat her up and took her money, they robbed her. No one has stated that. The family has not in their interviews. And you may hear, because your sources are very unreliable. They're not reputable sources. These bloggers, whatever they are. You might see some misinformation out there, but you shouldn't run with it, Molly. The dad said nothing like that in his interview. Neither has the mother. Or the sister. And you know, they're gonna milk this thing with Olivia being followed by this college student. So what? They didn't know each other. They never talked to each other. Big deal. It's social media. People follow you all the time and unfollow you. But they're gonna milk that. They are. Every one of them's done videos on it. It's pathetic.
Hurt way more. Especially when you got a family who doesn't give a fuck about them.
Okay. And you know all this how? I want to know how you know all this, Molly.
Scary.
Yeah. You guys are scary. You're right.
You got cops
You
who
ruin
don't care
cases.
about a baby and they have children of their own.
Okay.
That's scary.
And you know all this how, Molly? How? Because the police are trying to do their job. It's you guys interfering, causing a mess, causing a nuisance, interfering in the case when they should be working on the case instead of having to deal with you idiots. Oh my God. Oh, I can't.
Hey, Mitten. Dizzle. What? Americans better be careful of the country. Last year, all the tainted alcohol in the DR. Oh, dude, the DR. Now more shenanigans in Mexico. Oh, the feds get involved. The parents begged for help. It's not safe in Mexico. Definitely not safe in DR. I will never go back. I'm not a fan of. I think the Dominican Republic is one of the worst places. I saw the video. I see. That's the thing. I don't even see it.
Alright, well, she's just going to keep rattling on. I
People in
was
the
more
world.
upset about what
I'm
she was
trying to
saying
keep up
about
with the chat. It's going really fast.
Shanquella, I'm sorry.
They're all heartbreaking.
Shanquella.
The thing is when I don't listen, the girl, Shanquella,
Shanquella.
she looks like a girl that's never
Quilla?
been into a fight in her whole life.
Get
And
the
then
name
the
right.
girl that was doing the beating up, she didn't look like she could fight either.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Did you watch
the
the same
father
video?
broke my heart as well. The father, I definitely wanted to cry. He was almost like Marvan's dad. The one that was doing the beating up, she couldn't fight either.
Oh my
If you had
God.
me and that girl who was beating up
Well, you couldn't
Shanquella,
fight your way
I
out of
think
a
I
wet
would have
paper
fucked
bag.
her up. Because when you get into a physical fight,
Oh my God,
your
Molly.
goal of throwing a punch is to put one foot ahead
Is she for
and
real?
go back and put all of your strength into one punch to knock the person out onto the
Oh my
floor.
God.
She wasn't doing that. She was
You wouldn't
like
do it
girl fighting
either.
with the
You've never been. Yeah, okay.
just remember that when you every time you punch, you're using strength.
Oh,
You get what I'm
then
saying? You're putting
you
all
got
your
some meat
body
on them
weight
arms,
into
so
that
they got.
arm
Yeah, I'm sure.
and into your back and arm. It goes from the back into your arm and the side of your
Oh,
stomach.
she's too much.
You
Come
have to
on,
do it
people. Now,
right.
you all got to know that Molly
You
is
gotta knock them
not
out
going to
once.
do shit,
She's
okay?
going.
Molly, you're a coward. You're what they call a keyboard bully. You sit in your computer 15 hours a day. You holler and scream and act like an idiot and lie and misinform and threaten and dox people and harass people and incite hate on people, victims and their families. You couldn't fight your way out of a wet paper bag. Please. Oh my God, this is something else.
That's not how you fight.
You wouldn't have a clue, Molly. There she is with that damn tongue. Ugh.
She was only 25. She was very, very beautiful, and she was a college graduate, and she had a clothing line or
No,
something.
she did
I don't
hair.
know exactly.
You don't,
She
so don't
had a
say it.
good life.
But you're
She
willing to
didn't
sit
want to
there
fight because she
and
couldn't
spew
fight. I don't think
misinformation.
she ever got into a fight in her life. You can't. That's not fair when you've never fought somebody who's never been to a fight.
Oh.
Just don't do that. You don't pick on people like that. And the thing is what could possibly have been their motive? And how do you get that many people to conspire to kill her? Shanquella. Shanquella.
They called her Quilla for short.
That's just sad.
It is very sad. Very sad.
Ew.
And she's going to go back to watching TV.
So Lumi is more effective than
Molly, you've been
shower?
in the same clothes since you got
I'd rather
there.
take a shower and put on whatever.
Yeah.
You're glad it was recorded? And then the douchebag that was recording it was her best friend.
No, it was Winter, the other female, that was actually recording this part of the video that we've all seen that has been released. There is rumored to be other videos, which I would bet money there is. They didn't just take that, 18-second clip. There's more video. And it is rumored that Winter, the other female, because her BFF was standing right beside Winter when Winter was filming. But they said that Winter also grabbed her around her neck, was choking her, and slammed her to the ground, and she did not move again after that. In my opinion, in the video, she didn't move at all either. She didn't even try to protect herself when she was being beat on. It just, something was so wrong with the whole thing. I don't know if she was drugged or just out of it from being hit on. She's the only one naked, but yet was dressed when the maid found her. Okay.
Can you imagine having friends like that?
No, I couldn't, Molly.
Am I saying she didn't mean to kill her? Definitely intentional. Yeah, they all said that she was drunk. There was not a dip of alcohol inside of her body. And it all happened on the first day. They all had her pay for it, and they all said that.
That's not true. That's not true. There's been no proof, no evidence, no statements by the family. And I'm not saying that it won't be, because I think there was a lot of jealousy involved here, and I do truly think it was a setup from the get-go. That wasn't no spur-of-the-moment thing. And it may come out that they ended up taking her money. I don't know. But it has not yet. The family has not made any statements like that. And neither has the FBI or the police. So, yeah, it's coming from Molly, okay? Take it with a grain of salt.
To put on her card and that they were going to reimburse it. They also took all her cash and left.
I have not seen
Yeah,
the factual
exactly. Lumi's
reports of
good.
that.
You just need a bath.
Yeah, you've been in the same pink pajamas all week.
And he's like, damn, you ain't even going to hit back? That is the best friend. The guy is the best friend. There's the commercial.
How do you do that? You're talking about someone being beaten to death, and you can flip 180 degrees over and, oh, Christmas commercial. Telling you, soulless. Soulless.
It's Christmas.
Oh my God. We
It's the
know
best
you're going to
commercial in
be
the world.
whipped and harder than ever in E-Bacon. We know.
When you hear that commercial that's been on for 35
And
years,
shame on you, Molly, because there's a lot of people out here that are going to have a really tough Christmas. And your greedy ass don't care. You'll sit on here and e-beg and beg and beg and grip your ass off. And you won't think twice about maybe somebody who could really use some presents or the money to get their kids something. But no, you're so self-absorbed and so greedy.
means it's Christmas.
Yeah.
She was set up. Yeah, they were her friends. The guy was her best friend. That's what the mother said. She said that she heard from him.
Yeah, he was her best friend. He vacationed with the family and everything. He was. And how he could stand there and watch that and be a part of that. You know, like I said, there's more videos out there. Hopefully the FBI has them. And I really don't want them to get released. I don't think the family needs to see any more. They've seen enough. God bless them. But, yeah. I'm just hoping that he didn't actually take part in the beating itself. Because this woman's neck was broken. Broken. Completely snapped. Her spinal cord was completely cracked. Her face was a mess. It was horrific. And I really pray the family don't have to see any more videos or pictures.
For 4 days after, and then when the autopsy results came back, she never heard from him again.
What she's referring to, which I covered in my video, in both my videos, I think. The best friend did bring her suitcase to the back and was going there every day for the first few days until questions started being asked about the fight and stuff. He even went so far as to bring two of the chicks, the Winter and Dejanay. And they are the ones supposedly who, well, we seen what Dejanay did, but supposedly there's video out there of Winter also taking part in this. And the other girl that was there, her sister was murdered on the 28th, I believe, which is the day they left for Cabo. Her sister was murdered by an ex-boyfriend. It was a DV situation. And she still went to Cabo. And then participated in this within 24 hours. And the other friend, the other male, I think his name is Naxium. I have a hard time with his name. But people have come out, there's been articles out, that he's accused of R-ing 3 or 4 women. I mean, they themselves have come out on social media. And then he gets on and he does this interview that's nothing but, this live that he did, which is nothing but lies. Nothing but lies. It's just sad. Let's get back into Molly, because I'll just keep going. I'm sorry, peeps.
I feel really bad for her. Yep, Christmas time.
You feel so bad that the same sentence you said Christmas time.
I live in the United States of America. This is
Good
when
for
we
you.
start
We all
Christmas
do.
shopping. This is when we start decorating.
Okay, okay, so what's that got to do with anything? Somebody must have said something in her comments she didn't like and pissed her off.
No, they took off. No one can find them. Their phones go straight to voicemail.
That 2 of the numbers have been changed, Molly. 2 are going to voicemail, but not immediately, not even knowing if they are the same people. Dejanay is rumored to be in Connecticut with her mother, hiding out. And the best friend over the weekend was still on TikTok promoting, because he's a party promoter, promoting his party. So, I don't know.
Girl that was hitting her, her name is
Dejanay.
Donovan.
Dejanay.
What's her name? Donovan.
Her first name is Dejanay.
Her name is, she got a different name. Something Donovan.
And also the other female rumored to have been taking
Anybody
part in the
remember her
beating
name?
was Winter,
Donovan.
the one holding the camera or the phone.
Thank you, yep, I'm
And it
nosy.
was an iPhone.
Her funeral's the John A too. Her last name was Donovan. I'll never say that. I never heard of anything like this.
I grew up being hideous people. And so there is this
Are you putting me out here?
that's always in the back of my head telling me I'm not what I could know. It's never ending. And I really didn't know what I was facing.
Winter Donovan, yes.
That was the
Winter
girl holding the
Donovan.
camera. That was the girl
Dejanay.
holding the phone. Dejanay was the one that beat her.
Nothing about Marvin. Nothing. I'm not going to pretend like I did, which I never would.
Yes.
Why not?
What do you mean you would not pretend that you did? You do it all the time. You have outright lied about Marwan and Dre and misinformed people. And yes, Miss Wynette is in her chat, of course.
Hey, Miss Molly. Oh, here's one at home. I'm on Nana duty. The kids are out of school for a week. Miss Wynette, you have any updates? Because I asked my husband, I said, can we get a freaking lawyer? He said that would be very bad.
Get a lawyer for what? Are you people really feeding into this crap? Molly, get a lawyer for what? You are nobody. You're a YouTuber. You're a tragedy pimp. You have even less rights than his biological family of getting any information. Are you kidding me? Get a lawyer? Yeah, you're going to need one when Dre sues you. Oh my God, are you
He
kidding
goes,
me?
that would involve you. And I go, hey, Fluffy. He goes, I think that would be very
Get a
bad
lawyer.
to involve yourself that close. I said, okay.
Molly, a lawyer would do nothing for you and would laugh at you. They wouldn't even take your case. I don't even think a desperate broke attorney would take that case. You have no case. What the hell would you do with a lawyer for what? Are your people that follow you really that dumb to buy into this crap you spew? Oh my God. Oh my God. A lawyer. Oh my. She is something else.
Oh,
She is soulless. I'm telling you. Okay, I can't watch it.
you know what? Please don't tell me not to eat on lives. I have to eat sometime, okay?
You
Because if
eat
I
all the
take
time.
you to outside, you won't be able to hear me, okay? Thanks.
Then why don't you eat while you're outside instead of waiting till you're inside, which I think that's where you stay, and eat constantly.
I'm not eating right now.
You just finished.
If I take you to eat somewhere, everything's blasting music.
Okay, so then you go eat and then do your live. But why do you eat on live? If you go out to eat, I make it make sense for me. Please.
You know what, John? If you're gonna act like an asshole, then just get out.
She doesn't like it when someone tells her
No, it was
about
a
herself.
setup.
She does not like
It
it.
was totally a setup.
Yeah.
And that's really, really bad.
Look at her, she goes from
And
one
they took off.
extreme to the
Marissa,
other.
want to come up on my panel later? Sure.
And you didn't show.
Who's bothering you now?
Uh-uh.
I'm sorry, I have to eat sometime. You know what I'm saying, Karen? Gotta eat
What?
sometime.
You eat all
And
the
the thing
time.
is the restaurants, they close very, very early.
Okay, but Marley, you have all day long. You have 24 hours in a day. You can't go eat and then do your live? Yeah, it's because you don't never shut the damn live off.
I had to get something.
Okay. You always have to get something.
You're freezing in Florida. I had to go get my wings.
Mm.
Personally, I don't see anything wrong with eating. I don't either. I don't care if someone's eating. I mean, I go out to dinner with friends and family, they're eating.
When
That
do you
doesn't
do
bother
that?
me,
When does she ever shut off her computer
right?
long enough?
Just remember when I'm home and I'm eating, that's my dinner table.
Okay. And you can't just have dinner while your computer shut off?
Yeah, a Dizzle, just stick with me. A
Okay.
Dizzle, just stick with me and Mallory. Stick with us.
Don't do that, Dizzle.
I don't know what the hell happened over there. I don't know what the hell happened over there. Stick with me, Mallory, Justin. Just stick with us.
You notice Mallory and Amber are having a disagreement. Whose side do you think Molly's going to take? She's not mentioning Amber. But she knows Amber's got a mouth, and Amber won't hesitate to get on there and lie and misinform and attack because she's done it for Molly. With Michelle. And others. And she's a cater. So, yeah. Be interesting to see if Molly really does want to piss Amber off and go against Amber. I'm just curious.
I don't know what the hell happened on YouTube today, and honestly, exactly, Mary. If listen, Mary's been with me as a Patreon for a long time. If she sends me a message, they were ganging up on her. Mary, Angela, you just said they were ganging up on who? A Dizzle? They were ganging up on her. What did she do? Why would people are agreeing? They were Erica. They were ganging up on her. Why? What did she do? She didn't do anything? They called her out to come on panel. Yeah, there's another video. I saw the other one. Remember, people only bully other people. I don't know who the bully is, but they only bully
You.
people because they're unhappy. I don't know who's doing it, but remember, don't be the bully. Just know that all
Is
bullies
she
are unhappy
serious?
with themselves and their lives. I don't even pay attention to bullies.
Molly, you're one of the biggest bullies on YouTube. Are you self-reflecting again? Come on. Are you serious? It's just nice to see that sometimes there's somebody in her chat that has a bit of common sense left and will ask her a question. And look at what happens when you get asked a question. When you ask her a question she don't like, oh, yeah.
I never did. I'm not gonna start today.
You were one of the biggest bullies on YouTube. That's
You're not
just
gonna
my
believe
opinion.
this.
That's funny coming
You're not
from
gonna believe
you.
this. What I'm about to tell you.
No.
So I
Don't believe
stayed up
anything you
most of the
say.
night. The sun came up because I was
Excuse
so
me.
upset over these stories that I was hearing
Okay.
that I woke up with the worst throat.
And she's laying this down for her. So you know, I
Worst.
think I got sick.
So, what's the scoop with Mallory? I never heard it about what happened with Mallory. Is Robbie here? They aren't worth your time, Dizzle. I don't even think I want to. All right, wait. All right, let's hear what Kay says. Dizzle, I'm sorry. I told you to let them tell you on their own time. This shit needs to cool down. Okay, so I need to hit up a Dizzle. I need some shirts. See that, a girl, Jess. The one and
I
only, it's
want to
not
get into
just
this
about a
other
wrench. I
stuff.
thought they were my friends. Oh, oh, no, no. We need to toughen your ass up.
Oh, just listen to the
We're gonna
life coach
toughen your
here.
ass up.
Just listen to the
Come
certified
on
life
now,
coach
girl.
here. What a joke.
Oh, baby, you're new here.
Uh,
You can find good friends. It's just gonna take a little while. The shirts are amazing. They are. I like the one that Shay keeps taking them. I saw his
yeah, I'm
girlfriend
not
walking
talking about
around playing the
t-shirts and
tennis.
stuff, and
Just playing tennis.
I don't
Why don't
really
Molly
care
go
about
lightly?
that. Let's
Freaking
fast
like
forward a little bit. See if she says anything
I
else.
wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. She's got newbies to learn on their own.
Trying to
Just
fast forward
taking them.
here.
I saw his girlfriend walking around playing the
Back
tennis.
to this part.
Just playing tennis.
I'm trying, people. Sorry. She's not really covering nothing else. I wanted to call her out on the Shanquella
They're
Robinson
mad
story
because I
because she
trashed Bombshell
was given misinformation.
and Science Girl, but they can trash whoever they want.
Oh,
Well, they'll learn that Science Girl is one of the biggest pathological liars ever, and everyone
are
knows
you
it for years.
self-reflecting again, Molly? Because Science Girl's been pretty open and honest about everything. You, on the other hand, we've proven that you told lies. Um, so just because you're having a beef with Science Girl and you decided to post a picture of her, an inappropriate picture that you shouldn't have posted, which I do hope she follows through with doing something about because you need stopped. But yeah, okay. You are the drama, Molly.
Let them learn on their own.
Uh huh.
They don't
Okay.
want to. They don't see it yet. Let them learn on their own.
Okay,
There's
Molly.
plenty of people in here that already know.
Yeah. They know what you've
What do
said,
you?
and unfortunately, they don't have minds to think for themselves because you are so easy to read and so easy to see through. Because you having an issue with someone, you think everyone should have an issue with that person. Okay, Molly.
Mallory calls her Queen Roach.
And who cares? You created more drama because you need the views and clicks. And you've said it in your
Oh,
own words. You
Shanquella
only
died of
get them when you have
spinal
the drama.
cord injury. Damn, that is home for me. High risk spine. My God.
She's reading comments from her chat.
You know, Black Queen.
Oh,
It's like,
here we
holy
go.
shit, how can. Thank you, Erica. How can anybody lie so much?
I don't know, Molly. We're
That's
trying
why.
to figure that out with you. Is how can you sit there with your chubby arms and neck and face and yeah. Um, how do you sit there and lie so much? Because you do, and you're good with it. Mhm. You self-reflect a lot in your videos.
Channels never last so long. She's
Okay.
been here for years and she only has like, I don't even know how many. I don't know. I wouldn't.
Maybe it's because she didn't do her channel to attack victims and victims' families like you have. And unfortunately, there's some messed up individuals that follow you, and you happen to find every single one of them. But, you know, you're a tragedy pimp. You pimp off the backs of your victims and their families. You are happy to give misinformation and outright lie. You harass, you dox, you threaten, you incite hate against people. Yeah, okay, Molly.
Yeah, exactly. She's got newbies over there that don't know her. Exactly.
Okay, Molly.
They'll learn.
Yeah, like everybody does with
They'll learn.
you because your channel has a very high turnover. Just saying.
And let them learn on their
I
own.
really want to know how many of these subs, because you know how people will just sub just because they're asked to or just to do it, but they never go back to the channel or watch a video. I just wonder how many are actually active other than her Patreon. My doggy's being walked. Hey, Bubba, it's okay. Hey, Bubba's.
Come on, in the house, buddy.
Time for his nighttime walk. All right, let's get it
They
back
start
into
saying,
Miss
wait, what
Molly.
did she say? Could have sworn the other day she
And
said,
eating again.
what?
She makes you not want to
She
eat.
what? Oh, God. I never had a fight with her. I used to be good friends with her years ago.
And your dog,
But
like you
I
do
never had a
everybody.
fight with the girl.
Okay, Mom.
I just can't be friends with her
No,
because I can't believe anything she ever fucking says.
No, I think it's the other way around. Like I said, I haven't heard Science Girl out there tragedy pimping off victims' backs and their families. I haven't heard her outright lying about cases and making up stories. So, yeah. Molly's jealous of her, clearly. And when Molly's done with someone, when they are no longer of any use to her, this is what she does. And she tries to turn people against them. And there's a lot of weak-minded to follow her and listen. Unfortunately, I wish they'd wake up. But, yeah. This is actually kind of funny because Molly wouldn't know how to be a friend. She's soulless. When you don't have a soul, you don't care about anything but yourself. And
Very low self-esteem.
yes, you do,
I mean,
Molly.
it's sad.
It is. It's sad that you do have
Not
such
that I'm
low
judgmental.
self-esteem. You're not. And, you know, it is sad. Miss Certified Fake Life Coach. You have no self-esteem at all. And you are so jealous of any other female that all you can do is attack their looks constantly. But no one tells you that you're not really losing weight, Molly, because you're not. You eat all the time. And you're kind of chunky all over. And not in a bad way. I'm not saying you're big. I'm not saying that, people. I'm just saying. She needs to look in the mirror before she starts judging other people. And we all seen those drunk videos of her. You can see her poopas. Okay, Molly, you're not this thin, skinny mini. You keep telling yourself you are. You keep hitting on everybody else being insecure, but you're really the insecure one. But let's get back to it so we can laugh. With our moose chewing.
They're showing a missing person with her head like this. And I'm pretty sure I sat next to her on the plane.
You're not funny, man. It fell. The joke flopped. Wasn't
Quit
funny.
watching.
Okay, let's see what else.
She's gonna ruin it for all of us. No. What am I eating? Tangerine, vanilla, macadamia.
Excuse me. I mean, people watch her so closely that they even know there's different nuts in this bag.
All I know is that the drama
kidding me?
sector of YouTube is one of the most toxic places to be.
And you're the queen of it. You ought to know. You make it one of the
There's
most
too many
toxic
people that
places.
lie.
You and LB
If everybody
and
would get a
Justin.
strike every time they got caught in a lie, that's what would be great.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a channel, Molly.
My channel would still be up.
Oh, hell no. Neither channel would be up because you lied through your teeth on the daily. So, again, with the self-reflection. You are the queen of all the drama. You keep the drama going. You said it in your own words. You need the drama for the views and clicks because you don't get the views and clicks if you don't have the drama. And Molly, you're one of the biggest liars on YouTube as well. And that's been proven. Okay. I'm only stating things that have been proven. Again, with the eating. See what we can get through. I don't care to watch her wrestle with her food.
That's the macadamia.
And we don't care. And people pay her for this. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable.
Those snacks are amazing. Yeah, they're also fucking expensive as shit. I think it was $7.
Everything's about money with you. People are paying to
This
watch
is
her
about
eat
this
food.
woman that's dead. Oh yeah, I know who she is. Fuck.
Mm. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the
Oh,
face
it's
of
freezing in
YouTube.
Savannah?
Sad. Sad.
Hi, Chihuahua.
Let's fast forward some more. I think she's about done here. And I'm
Am I
about
enjoying
done.
it? I woke up with a really bad sore throat.
I told you she's laying the
So
groundwork.
thank God
I
I'm
bet
eating
you a
something
video
because it's
comes out
kind of
that she's sick.
alleviating it.
And she'll say she has something.
There was
Just
a
watch.
lie going around that I wasn't even in here. I
Oh,
wasn't
Molly, no
even
one
in Key
cares.
West. I was like,
No one cares about your solo vacations that you're always taking. You never do family things. You never do couple things. It's always Molly on her own.
they're like,
Just
husband's
wondering
not in the
why.
house. Okay, if that was true, I have 2 other houses to go to.
You mean the bank owns them? Okay.
Do you think I'd get on a plane? Someone in the chat said, I would love for my husband to throw me out of
Okay. I don't want to listen to
the
no
house
more of this
and put me
because
on a plane to Key
no
West
one
by
cares. We all
myself.
know you don't
I
have.
didn't think of it
There's
that
just
way.
something not right in your household as well, Molly.
Honestly, the way I feel.
Because no wife does the things you do and mother, but has time to be a wife and a mother. You stream 15 hours a day. You're always going on these trips by yourself, which is great. Everybody could use a couple days by themselves, but it's constantly. They never do anything together. Because if they did, she'd be plastering it everywhere. Come on. She's in Key West. Well, she planned this vacation before finding out about her mom. She was talking about it before. So, yeah. Okay. Whatever. Oh, she's exhausting.
That like I'm too young for Key West,
No,
and
you're
I'm also
not.
too
Get over
old for Key
yourself.
West. My sister unfortunately wasn't able to make it.
Mm-hmm.
She needed someone to stay with my nephew, and they took away all of her sick days and all of her vacation days because of the time that she spent with my mom.
Yeah, she was with your mom taking
Have I
care
been
of her.
shopping? Yeah.
And where have you been? On vacation, shopping, and eating. Just saying, Molly. Just saying, it's just what's been going on. I mean, let's face it.
Hell yeah.
I'll try to fast forward a little bit here. Because I don't think she's going to say much more. And I don't think I can take much more of this. I really only did this, okay. I really only did this because of her saying putting out misinformation on the Shanquella Robinson case. Because the stuff she said, Quilla's family never said any of that. Quilla's family never said that they robbed her of $10,000 for the Airbnb or that she was beaten and robbed, that they took all her cash. So, Molly, and then to say the stuff she does, I mean, should it really be shocking or surprising? It's Molly. And I'm sure this is probably a boring video for everybody, but I just had to call her out about that. Guys, just let me know what you think in the comments, and this woman is a trip, that's for sure. But hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and subscribe. Appreciate you so much. You have no idea. And I love the comments. I love reading them and responding. But yeah, hopefully soon I'll be going live. I hope. Alright, guys. Good night.